I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to our meeting tonight. I promise it'll be okay. My name is Sarah, and I am not a morning person. There is not enough caffeine, sativa edibles, or cocaine in this world to get me moving in the morning because I never sleep through the night. I have not slept through the night since the last century. Never mind party like it's 1999, I just want to sleep like it's 1998. I have not slept through the night since MTV played music videos. The Simpsons debuted, and Blackberries were the new hotness. In fact, it took a small diabetic coma to get me to sleep through the night. And those were the best 24 hours of my entire life. It was glorious. I think it's hard to stay awake all day without taking some kind of a break. And nowadays, I nap everywhere. Red lights, excellent 2-minute pick-me-ups. Yes, I'm the one stopping traffic, but I'm not the jerk on their phone. I'm asleep. So I want to thank all of you for waking me up with your horns, and I especially appreciate the very friendly one-finger waves. More inappropriate napping, I've napped during tattoos, acupuncture, and every time I take my insulin shots. I feel a needle, and I pass out cold. I want to be optimistic, and I call these 5-minute power naps. Corporate America decides that these are HR visits. There is no making some people happy, but it's okay, because I discovered I don't like corporate America very much myself. At Blue Cross, I helped make the ID cards, and so much was expected of me. I had to be there on time, every day, 5 days a week, forever. Listen, Linda, yes, I am aware the cards need to be made, but I have a secret for you. The world just is not going to end if I am 5, 10, okay, 30 minutes late again. The cards will be made eventually. Why are you always so cranky? At my exit interview, corporate America said, "Sarah, for goodness sakes, just look at how you're dressed. Clearly, you're a happy hippie love child, better suited to selling crystals out of a little shop in Ferndale, leading a New Age meditation group, or just being the shroom-eating librarian." I chose to hear, "Sarah, for goodness sakes, just look at you. Clearly, you need more freedom, girl." Challenge accepted. But I did discover my true calling for my career when I was 16 years old. Stunt driver. Yeah, 3 components. In my dad's Suburban with the back filled with empty glass pop bottles for my Sweet 16 for deposit. My mom riding shotgun, luckily belted in, and a little piece of ice coming off the curb in February on the lodge, coming into my lane. I went over that piece of glass, and I was launched onto the 2 driver's side wheels. And my mother just was hanging there as time slowed down, and I looked over at her, and she's suspended. What seemed like miles down the road, I bounced, landing perfectly on all 4 tires into the next lane, and not one bottle broke. All that my mother, witness to my incredible driving skills, said was, "Don't do that again." So I'm applying for Uber next week. Would that go with your special skill sets? And one of my dogs recently broke off her canine tooth, and it was kind of horrible. And the vet said, "We think the root is exposed. Take her to a veterinary dentist and see if they can save the tooth with a root canal for a dog, or if they need to extract it." So I call the dentist and explain, and they say, "Well, which do you want?" And I said, what? And they said, well, do you want us to do a root canal or do you want us to do the extraction? And I said, what's better for my dog? And they said, well, that's not the point. I have to schedule more time if it's a root canal than I do for an extraction. And I said, did you go to school for this? I mean, that would be like when I broke my knee in 3 places, the doctor saying, do you want us to set that and have months of physical therapy, or do you want us to just cut your leg off? Which one would be better? But since we are all here at our meeting tonight, I do want to admit that I've been in denial over something pretty stupid. I recently had to put my other dog on a diet. I tried to justify this by saying it's all fur and she's in shape. But that's not right. She's not in shape. She is a shape. The shape of a beach ball with little stubby legs. And when she rolls onto her back, she gets stuck like a turtle, and I have to give her a little shove of love to get her back onto her feet. So I try to humor her by adding green beans into her food, and she'll eat them. But she's like anybody stuck eating a salad at a spaghetti dinner, pissed, hungry, and not at all amused. And she's developed this horrifying tic. She constantly licks me, and I would love to think that they're just pleased for more food, but there's this cold, calculating look in her eyes, and I've realized that little freak is tasting me to see if I'm edible for when I take too long to feed her. Every time I've been out in the sun this summer, she thinks I'm slow roasting myself for her Epicurean delight. Lick, lick, nice lady. Lick, lick, food source. So, when I go missing, because it will happen, I need there to be somebody that can tell the police that this is their prime suspect. And no, do not be fooled by this ridiculously goofy face. This is a stone cold killer, you guys. She would take me out for a full-size milk bone, an egg McMuffin, or pretty much anything on that damn dollar menu. Yeah, her name is Harley. She also answers to Baby Butterball. Thank you all for coming out to our meeting tonight. My name is Sarah. I'll be back in the back corner.
One more time for Sarah.